What's up, everybody? It's Swade with Coaster Explorers, and I am on another solo trip. There's nobody with me. This is kind of my week-long vacation that I usually take every year. I usually mix in some roller coasters, some steam trains. I enjoy going out and seeing, trains. But I am starting off this trip with a very interesting park, and that is going to be, I don't know if you can see it in the background, probably not, but Elitch Gardens. I have heard not great things about this park, but I am going in with an open mind, just as I do with any new theme park or amusement park. It doesn't look like that bad of a park, and I'm hopeful that the lines aren't going to be too bad, because I see everyone like walking in swimsuits and with like inner tubes, so I'm thinking the water park's going to be slammed, because it's going to be like 98, 99 degrees today. It's going to be a hot one. So I'm hoping that the water park is slammed and the dry park is not. So the entrance, you're greeted by that Ferris wheel. There's a little sign that says Elitch Gardens. It's really not much, but it's still a nice little entrance. They have a clock built into like the grass and everything. So I guess we're gonna see I see the kiddie coaster. I guess we're gonna see what all I can find up here. I also see the SLC. Oh, I don't see anything running though, which is a little concerning. So that is the log flume. It's got an old chain lift, which is pretty neat, but not really anything inspirational for a layout like I was hoping. The map showed it like sprawling all over the place, and that's just not what this is. So alrighty, so I just did very back row on Mind Eraser, the SLC. I've got to be honest, not as bad as the one at LaRon, but that doesn't mean it was good, because it was still pretty bad. They also had it was down. I waited for about 25 minutes for them to clean up blood. Next up is going to be half pipe. It's just an intimate half pipe, and it's actually a walk-on, which I'm really surprised. I did the one at Nickelodeon Universe in Minnesota. It was pretty good. This one doesn't look to be really any different. I'll give it a ride and see how it is. All right, so I was gonna ride the half pipe, got up to the station, and I sat there for a minute, and they're like, oh, we're closed. Well, why was the gate open, So I went and rode the boomerang. Really good, actually. Probably one of the better boomerangs that I've done. The half pipe is still testing, but now there is a line, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in line for it, because there's nothing else I can really ride here today. Alrighty, just got off of half pipe, and that was kind of rough. The one in Minnesota was not like that at all. So I don't want to say that reflects on the park, but I guess it does. So regardless, that was the last big coaster that I needed. I still need the kiddie coaster. I can ride it apparently, so that's good. Alrighty, I just swallowed my pride as per usual and did the kiddie coaster.
What did you say, punk?
Overall, so far though, my impressions of the park, not as bad as I thought, honestly. I mean, it's a pretty little park. It's just too bad they can't get most of their stuff open. Alright, so I just rode the Rapids ride, and it was really good. Shout out to the ride-ops on the Rapids ride though, because they were getting everybody singing in the station. They were having a great time with it, which is probably the most energetic crew I've seen all day, and it's the first energetic crew I've seen all day. So shout out to them. They were also sitting out in the straight sun while all the other crews were under the shade, so the fact that they were as energetic as they were, huge shout out to them. Now that is an unfortunate sight.
I didn't get to ride it either, because when I went, it was broke.
So I am actually back in the car now, but one thing I forgot to mention, actually two things. One, the food seemed like it could have been good, but the burger was cold, the fries were cold and hard.
What in Neptune's net is that?
$24 for that, not very good. But with that, I am going to conclude this first part of the vlog, and when I say first part, here in just a minute or so, you will actually see everything switch back to Denver, Colorado at nighttime, because I am coming back to Denver tonight for Lakeside Amusement Park, which is, from what I'm told, the better of the two here, which I didn't think Elitch Gardens was that bad. So I'm curious to see how Lakeside is. And they're open till 10 or 11, so yeah, I will see you guys at Lakeside. So as promised, I am picking up where I left off. It's about 4 hours later, so it's 7 o'clock. This is a pretty relaxed park. It's free parking, pay per ride if you want it, which is what I'm gonna do. I know they have a really notable wooden coaster that is still closed following an accident a couple years ago. We're gonna go on in and see what this is all about. I don't know who manufactured this, but the track is interesting to say the least. I don't know, it's like super boxy. So I've got to say that might be the best wild mouse I've ever done. No restraints, no trim brakes. Like, it felt like I was gonna fly out of the car as it felt like it was gonna fly off the tracks on the corners. That was insane. I'm gonna have some extra tickets. I think that might be my re-ride for the night. But I'm going to get the Pinfari and the Kid Coaster first. I've got to say the parking lot was actually pretty packed, but I don't know if it's because everything is so spread out, but the park feels like it's pretty, I don't want to say abandoned, but it's not busy at all. I was the only one going on Wild Chipmunk because it is just not, it's not busy. I don't know where everybody's at. Maybe everybody's at the Pinfari. I don't know. I don't know if you can ride the kiddie coaster without a kid either. I'm hoping so, but we'll see. I gotta be honest, this park has, these two coasters have been the biggest surprises of the trip for me, because that was really good. It was really smooth for its age. I think that's attributed to being just a single car, two really big pops of airtime, and all around it's a great ride. I actually might re-ride that and Chipmunk. I didn't think I'd be saying that, but I'm gonna go get the kiddie coaster first and then we'll see. All right, so I could not ride the kiddie coaster. So I'm going back for another Chipmunk re-ride. I've got to say the park has a nice vibe to it, kind of a nice like setting on the lake, but they really need to update their website because the only thing on the website listed as closed is Cyclone, but there is a lot of stuff closed. Really cool little park. Don't know if I would come back just because, actually no, I take that back. I would come back if Cyclone reopens, and that's a big if from my understanding. And then same thing with Elitch Gardens. The only way I'd probably come back is if Sidewinder reopened. Both really good parks, I think, just neither of them are really my cup of tea, but hey, you know, doesn't have to. People seem to enjoy them, so that's what's important. So that's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow is gonna be a pretty light day for coaster content. I'm doing one Alpine coaster up by Mount Rushmore. I think that one's gonna be really cool. Tuesday, I'll be at Glenwood Caverns all day, and I'm really excited to vlog that, bring that to you guys. So that should be a really good park from what I hear. If you liked the video, make sure you leave us a like, subscribe to the channel as well. We're gonna be doing a lot more vlogs throughout this year. I'm vlogging a 4th of July trip where I'm doing 4 different parks in 4 different states in 4 different days. So might be a little hectic on that one, but it's gonna be really fun. So if you like stuff like that, if you like coaster reviews, we're trying to get caught up on a lot of that stuff, some prediction videos, stuff like that. So leave us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.